National Character Show, the NCS. My name is Lola Reed. Today we're interviewing Piper Davis. She's the main character in the book, The Fences Between Us, by Kirby Larson. Let's begin. Where and when did you live, Piper?
Well, in the beginning of my diary, I lived in Seattle, Washington in 1942. My father, Pastor Davis, moved the two of us to be near a Japanese camp called Minidoka because my father was a pastor to a Japanese Baptist church. All the people in our church were considered alien, and the government thought they could be spies.
Speaking of Minidoka, what was it like there, and where was it exactly?
Minidoka War Relocation Center was located near Eden, Idaho. It was very desert-like there. The families lived in apartments called barracks. There were cracks in the walls and dust got into everything. The mess hall cooks were terrible and it was hard to celebrate. I remember going to school at Minidoka, being the only white student there. Even though we didn't live at Minidoka, we still went there every day. The bathrooms were horrid-smelling buildings, and some of them not even having doors for the stalls. It was a hard life.
Oh my, it does sound pretty bad. Why did the Japanese go to that camp?
Well, the world was at war. The Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. The government thought that maybe the Japanese Americans living in the United States would be spies. They thought that Mrs. Harada, the nicest person I knew, could be a spy. So they sent my Japanese friends to Minidoka, and my father made us move to Minidoka. But my sister, Margie, got to stay home and mind the house.
Why were you so worried when the attack at Pearl Harbor happened? You seemed very worried and terrified.
I really was. My older brother, Hank, was in the war on a ship at Pearl Harbor. We were really close, so all the thoughts that kept bouncing around my head were, what if Hank was killed? Is Hank all right? Did Hank's boat sink? It was a really sad time, especially when I found out his boat had sunk. But he was okay in the end.
Did you have any school problems or best friend issues at the time?
I had a best friend named Trixie. She's always there when I need her and an awesome best friend. I had another friend named Bud. He's a boy and he would walk me home and we would talk. But as soon as I left for Minidoka, he forgot about me. I don't even care.
Why did you decide to write a diary when you did?
I wasn't really a diary person, but then I thought I had something to write about. Hank in the Navy. I ended up writing about a lot more than that, but I'm glad I did. I have many memories in my diary.
What did it feel like to be a 13-year-old in World War II?
My experiences have told me that war is a terrible thing. I felt crushed in some way. Like I described in my diary, I felt like my heart was broken in two and the jagged edges scraping against me. As a child, we had to expect the unexpected. It helped us realize what we have and to be happy for it.
It sounds like the Japanese had a tough time. Did anybody call them names?
Yes, it was hard on them and us. Some of them involved bad words. Some were disturbing, but all were downright rude.
Can you give us some examples of the names?
Most of the people called them Japs. It's like someone calling half of what you are. Some people called them aliens. For example, my friend got mail that said on the front of the envelope, alien mail. My father and I got called Jap lovers. One man started yelling at our front door.
Did you like the life you had?
It was hard and a struggle to survive, but I think I had one of the most interesting lives in my time. My father taught me that even if we can't do much about the fences that get built around people, when fences get built between people, it's our job to tear them down.
Well, that's all for now. Thank you for your time, Piper. Have a good day. Goodbye.